Guys, today I wanted to give you an update on this tens unit that I received. I did get this. I honestly don't remember if it was a discounted price or if it was for free, but I did get this for review. And Jeff had done a video some time ago about it, and we tried to figure out the best we could, but the instructions with it were very, very vague. And neither of us had used a tens unit before. So, like I said, we did the best we could with that video and trying to figure this thing out. But when I was at physical therapy yesterday, the therapist used a tens unit on me that belonged to the physical therapy department. And I said to her that I had one at home. And she asked me if I used it, and I told her that no, I really hadn't used it. You know, I knew it worked and everything, but I really hadn't played with it because we were struggling to try to understand the instructions and how it worked and the different settings on it. And she told me to bring it in, so we made an appointment for me to come in this morning and check this out. And I had it at a full charge last night. It is not now. But this is what mine actually looks like when it comes on. And she had said that she never saw one quite like this before with the different pictures. And so she looked at it and she tried to come to an understanding because she said she'd used a lot of different types of tens units. So she tried to come to an understanding of what the different pictures stood for and how to use it. And she did get it figured out. She told me to set this to about 20 minutes. It will set for a longer time period, but she said about 15 or 20 minutes was good. And we figured out that this top one here, I didn't really care for because there's kind of a pause between when it works. And this one over here kind of feels like pins sticking into you, except they're not sharp. It's kind of like a dull kind of pick, 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 pick. And this one down here, it literally feels like boom, stop, boom, stop. Now, none of these are painful. But the one that I really liked was this one down here on the bottom. And she asked me what I thought that felt like. And I told her, to me, it felt closer to the hydro massage units that I use at Planet Fitness. And it just kind of felt like it was, you know, rolling along without, of course, the water. Because, I mean, there's no water with this. But it felt like a smoother movement and more pleasant to me. And I did try all the different settings. I don't remember what the other ones felt like. She said this one was cupping, and she couldn't understand how they could do cupping with a tens unit. I've never had cupping done, so I couldn't really give her a comparison of what it felt like. And this one looks like a ball rolling between hands. And I don't know that that's really what that one felt like either. Like I said, I used it briefly. And she also said that she had never seen the snap pads. But she said she really did like the pads that came with this because they were just so thick and nice, and they went on really easy, and they came off really easy. They didn't pull my skin, or, you know, there was no pain involved with this. But they snap on like this, and we were trying to look to see what size of snap this was, so that I could order more pads in case I need them, because the pads are only good for about 25 uses. And no place in these instructions does it say that. And one of her comments was, these instructions are really, really vague. And I said, I know. I said that is exactly what we ran into when we were trying to figure out how to use this, was that the instructions were just super vague and didn't really tell us the different modes, didn't really tell us anything. And that was kind of frustrating because when you're trying to figure things out, you really need some better instruction. But anyway, she got it set up for me. It does not have a memory to keep your setting from time to time, so you do have to reset it each time you use it. I did find the one setting, like I said, to be very pleasant, and I did find it to work. I kept turning it up just because I wanted to see what kind of strength it did have, and at about the fourth dash up, it became painful, and I had to turn it back down because it just, I could have jumped out of my seat because it was like, wow, that hurt. And she said that that can happen, just turn it back down when you get there, and so that's what I did. But I wanted to update you because I also found out that this one is actually no longer available on Amazon. Now, they have different ones, but they don't have the 120, which is what this one is. And all in all, I do like it. The battery doesn't hold real well because I had a full charge last night, and when I got to therapy today without having used it, it was down to like 3/4 of a charge. I asked her if I could use this plugged in, and she said she didn't know. They had never done that there. So, she couldn't say either way. The other thing that she said, a lot of TENS units have a clip on the back. And the clip is so that you can clip it to your pants loop or whatever, so that you can use it when you're on the go. This one does not. Now, that's not to say that you couldn't put it in a shirt pocket or a larger pants pocket or something like that, but there is no clip. Like I said, all in all, I'm pretty happy with it. It is fairly small. It is lightweight. And I think that I'm really going to get a lot of use out of it now, but it just wasn't, it was just a little complicated to try to figure out on our own, and it just, I don't know, I felt like the instructions were just too vague. And like I said, she did too, but now that, she's gone over it and she played with it a little bit and showed me how to use it, I'm feeling a lot more comfortable with it. And I'm hoping that this will relieve some of the back and leg pain that I have, because I really like to do things more natural and not use medications when I can. So I'm super happy about that. And other news, Jeff has stopped out at the John Deere dealer, and he's going to make a decision tonight on what we're going to do. I wasn't really happy with the choices of combo units of mower and tillers that they had available. The reason is they all require that the deck be unhooked and that you hook in the tiller. And I feel like that's a little bit more than what maybe I can do or want to do. I was really hoping for a super simple solution of being able to raise a deck up and hook a tiller on the back and just go. It doesn't seem like that's available, at least not at the John Deere dealer. So, the motor that we had on ours has no compression. It has like 60 out of 120. So basically the motor's shot. They have gave us a couple options of putting another motor on it. They do have a used motor that will hook up, or purchasing a new one and using that as a trade-in. And I told him that basically it's up to him. We do need to have a lawnmower, a riding mower. And since there was nothing out there that just, really was going to meet my needs. And he's the one that really, really wants a John Deere. I'm going to put this decision in his lap and let him decide what suits him. And I, of course, intend to keep looking and seeing if I can find what I'm looking for. I'm very disappointed that my stepdad put a motor on the Bollens that has to be pull started. I didn't want that to start with. And I'm also very disappointed that the lever on the Bollens is so hard to put down. But at this point, it doesn't matter anyway because the Bollens won't stay running. So that's why we didn't get the garden tilled this year. And I'm just kind of fed up with equipment issues and dealing with old equipment that works half the time. And I think we need a better solution. So anyway, I'm going to start looking for that because I really need something that I can use myself and that doesn't require a lot of manhandling to switch between components. So that's kind of our quick update. I hope you guys will subscribe, thumbs up, thumbs down, comments below. Thanks for watching and have a great night.